Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making a cute little Christmas quilt design and we're gonna show you how to turn that into a matching stall. It's just a very cute, very simple design to use if you're still looking for Christmas ideas or if you're trying to get your last minute Christmas decorations in. This is a good one for you. Hopefully you guys like it. Let's get started. As always, I started with a color palette and I picked some reds and some creams and beiges and greens for this one. I think I want to make a snowman on one of the squares, so I want to make sure I have an orange for his little carrot nose and a couple of different kinds of green because I do believe I want a tree, and I just want some options for like plaids or some kind of pattern going on with that as well. And then of course we need a black, and that should do it. So if you guys need that, I will put the color palette in the description. We're just gonna make some squares, you guys. This is gonna be real easy. I wanted the darker square on the bottom, and I made sure that the reds are in opposing squares so they're not right next to each other, so they're not too clashy. I do end up changing the color of the red one. I don't know, I just didn't like the way it looked in the same blanket as the one with the dark red, so I did turn it into a darker red, kind of in the same hue as the other one. And here we're just making a little snowman code. I added his little eyes, his little carrot nose, which yes, looks way too close, but when I tried a couple different ways, and when you look at the canvas, the best way still appears to be to have it right below. It just was the best way to go with that. And then around him, I'm gonna make a little gingham pattern. I think that that's gonna really accentuate him and make him stand out the way he deserves. All in all, I think he came out super cute, and it is one of my favorites. I do like that one. On this one, because it's right next to the snowman, I want to make it very simple, very plain. So we're gonna go with these polka dots right here, just some very simple polka dot pattern. I moved it around a little bit because I wanted to see how to make it so that the white dots weren't on the edge, and voila, I figured it out. I ended up having to erase it and redo the dot pattern, but I did make it work. So I was quite happy with that. We just did some simple 3 in the middle, and every fourth put a white dot, and that is the best way to do some polka dots. I added a little shading in, of course, just for some texture. We don't want our blankets to look a little too flat, right? So we wanted to give it a little bit of texture, and I made sure I did that. And over in the gingham pattern, I added that dark square where the colors intersect. So if they were like opaque, then they would be darker where they meet, and I wanted to go ahead and put that on the pattern so that it would look, you know, the way gingham looks. And then over here we decided to do like a little, I don't know, just a pattern. It's not really anything special. I was looking up at the canvas and kind of just seeing what was going. Something that reminded me of like a Christmas sweater is what I wanted. So I went ahead and just went with this. It wasn't too hard, it wasn't very complicated, it seemed very easy to do, and it got the job done. So that's what I went for. I think in another life I would have added another color and maybe made those lines not white, but that is living backwards, and I don't do that. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, it's because I didn't think of it until I'm doing the voiceover right now, and I'll probably go back and I'll edit the pattern and change the color of it a little bit and make it not so white, right? Nothing's wrong with white, you guys. It's just I don't know, the contrast is too high after the polka dots on the side and then the white in the tree pick, that it's just a little bit too jarring for me. But that is just a preference thing, and if you like it like that, that's amazing. So over here we're just making a little Christmas tree. I put a little star on the top of the tree, and then I went back and I added some texture, and I used some shading on all of the whites to make them not so bright and to have them like kind of look textured like the way they should. I did play around with using a brown before I went to the darker red, and now that I'm thinking about it, I did like that brown, so maybe I could just fix it by going to a lighter brown. I'll see how that works. I'm gonna play with it afterwards. Anyways, we're gonna move on, moving right along. I'm going to take this entire code and I'm gonna take the tree out of it. And the reason for that is because I'm gonna have to push this up a little bit and I don't want the tree to get cut off. So we're gonna take the tree out, and that way it's going to go more seamlessly into the next design. I'm going to erase the bottom 4 lines, put a line across, and then just do this cute little zigzag pattern along the bottom. And look how effective that is. That ended up looking so good, and it was such a simple little thing to do to be able to have your code do double duty. And there you go. Hopefully you guys liked it. I really love it. Thank you guys for being here. I know you can be absolutely anywhere in the world and you chose to hang out with me, and I appreciate you so much for that. I will see you in the next one. Bye.